Welcome back, Commanders. It is a dark and gloomy day here in Sydney, but that's not stopping us recording early in the morning. Let's go ahead and boost a couple of my resource reward statues, or at least 3 of them. I'm not sure if I'll be able to attack for the whole 3 hours, but we'll see what we can get, because today I am trying to get my weapons lab up to level 4. Lab level 4. Try saying that 5 times quickly. Alright, but let's go ahead and get into stage 1 on today's Dr. Terror, which should be a tropical day, if I remember correctly. Hopefully it loads up nice and quick. There we go. Alright, wow, I was going to say, are there any defenses on this stage? So, all we really need to do is just, it's very easy for warriors though, to say the least. I'm going to have a little bit of fun, which I don't really do, and I should have done that yesterday. I mean, the reason I did go ahead and drop my Zookas yesterday is just to try to show you guys how I'd go about doing the stage live, because I feel like it's much better to recreate it live than show you in replays. But I abysmally failed last attack and almost lost it all. So yeah, I probably should have barraged the headquarters yesterday, but what can you do now? Alright, so over here, let's go attack Terror Stage 2. Should be another fairly simple stage. If you've got shocks, and you end up getting shocks earlier than you get smokes. So all I'm going to do is go ahead and flare my guys and shock the different cannons and everything around here, the machine gun as well. And hopefully our guys can destroy that boom cannon before. I'm sure a lot of you weaker guys probably won't be able to destroy that as quickly as I did, so you might suffer a loss or 2 from that boom cannon, but no problems there. Alright, let's get through these stages nice and quickly today. I'm a little bit under a bit of time pressure, but we'll see what we can do. Now, this headquarters right in the center, this boom cannon will be in range as well, so we're going to suffer some casualties. What I will do though is I will drop 1 artillery like so on that mine, so we also end up getting that bunker. That's what it's called, the bunker. And then this is called the crystal solution. So we go flare our guys onto the crystal solution. Would you get hit up a bit by that rocket launcher? I mean, you can double smoke and do all of that, but I feel like that's a bit of a waste, especially at the lower levels. Alright, so over here, I'd only really recommend shocking up the top over here. So let's go do that. And I will just shock over here as well, just for good measure, because I don't want to lose anyone. But you don't need to shock down here on these boom cannon and the rocket launcher. Just recommend up top, if you even can. If you can't, you still should win this. Alright, so what are we on now? Stage 4, I think it is. Let's get right into it, without checking it out too much. Where are we? Alright, so we'll go around the right hand side. What I'll do first off though is use an artillery on these 2. And then drop all of our guys here. Now some of them are going to go crazy. I should have smoked, but at least all our guys are sort of clumped up now. There we go. I will run over that mine, because at level 4 it's not going to be too crazy. Gonna leave a bit of space, but nothing really should have time to attack us apart from that rocket launcher. Obviously did, but that's not a problem. Throw a heal down, and then let's see. Shock twice, really. And pretty much nothing can attack us apart from this cannon. Try not to shock your own guys like I did a little bit here on the left. Yeah, it seems like I did shock 1 or 2 guys, but not a problem. Get some nice goodies today. We get lots of intel, prototype part. 4 guys died from that 1 cannon. That's alright though. So let's come back over here, and I need 3.9 million wood. Wood's not really a problem to get. I think the stone's going to be a problem though. Need 2 more million of that. Let's go collect our ship over here, and oh, very nice. Get some nice victory point rewards. I actually haven't been pushing very much in this game, because all I've really been doing are the events so I can record the videos, but I haven't really been clearing my map out as much as probably I should be the last couple of days. So we're still above 600 victory points. But let's go have a look. 160 plus 147,000 health, so about 310,000. Alright, so we'll be using this flamethrower as an anchor. Let's just check out some of these mines. They are very, very tough, some of these mines. So, we'll get rid of these two. And, yeah, I think we'll actually use 2 artillery here. We will. Alright. So, I'll drop 2, well, 1 there and 1 here in between. And that should work. Beautiful. That does. Alright, so what I'll do now is not double smoke the beach, but smoke once. And then flare onto that flamethrower. Oh lordy. Alright. I knew that sneeze was coming. Just trying to hold it in. But unfortunately we failed. Alright. So now, all we've got to do is I'm going to shock twice. I'm actually going to quickly heal up because I was a little bit late on those shocks. That's alright though. Drop an artillery. We'll lose a fair few guys there. Not the worst thing in the world. Okay. 8 warriors there, so we lost 12 so far. And unfortunately, the 4 that we lost in the last time around, they were all on 2, not ships, but 2 landing craft. So that was a shame. Alright, so let's get into Terror Stage 6. Hopefully it'll be nice and easy. Alright, usually the tropical stages are much easier with warriors, and then the volcano stage is a little bit easier with tanks, just because on the tropical day, everything's just so clumped up together, which can be a pain for tanks. Not that I would know because I'm not a tank player, but that's what people tell me. So, headquarters has a little bit more health than it did last time around. Let's have a look. I think we're going to just flare onto this cannon and then onto the sniper tower. We need a nice straight path. Maybe over here, actually, to this sniper tower and then to the headquarters. Let's check out this mine health. Level 11, so 104 health, so not a problem. Check if there's any mines around. No. Okay. So the only thing that could really be a pain for us is the amount of health on the headquarters, but I've got a good feeling about this. Why is it taking so long to actually, like, scout and attack today? I mean, I'm not uploading anything, so I don't know, maybe it's Supercell servers, maybe. I doubt it, though. It's probably just me. Alright, so let's go double smoke the beach, as always, and I will go flare onto the supply point. There we go, minimal losses. Although it sounded like someone died, I think. Alright, leave a little bit of space between these machine guns and that sniper tower, and it should be good. Got 41 gunboat energy to play around with now. Now, this shock is definitely going to be in range, so that's unfortunate. So let's go shock 3 times. And that is enough. That's all I can really do. I'm going to chuck 1 artillery down. And it's just a waiting game at the moment. Before everything starts attacking us, right there. There goes that shock launcher. But there we go. Didn't really lose too many guys there. Very nice. Get our guaranteed crystal. You do get guaranteed dark crystals in stage 6 and 7. There's actually like a set amount that you get for each stage, which is really nice. So that's why I really recommend attacking Dr. Terra, because the purple statues are by far the best, especially if you want to get through the game without paying for anything. Resource rewards are your go-to, because they just help you out so much. I mean, sometimes even with my resource rewards boosted, I can't actually upgrade some buildings. So imagine if I didn't have any resource rewards, I'd be struggling a lot more. Alright, what I'm going to do is, we only lost 6 people that stage. Interesting. I've got 92 gems, which we can use. Let's go scout out Terror Stage 7 first, and we'll see what we'll do. I think I might have to go ahead and gem today. Let's see. Got boxing training nice and early today. So, alright, so let's have a look. There There's these mines in our path. I think the path should be fairly simple, actually. It's just more about health at the moment. Alright. Sorry, not about health, but the damage per second at this stage, it seems like. So what I'm going to do is... Sorry, I know a lot of you guys hate it when I gem. I know. Please accept my forgiveness. Just this one time. Alright, but this stage should be very simple. And I will try to take great care of my warriors because I just gemmed them after all. Alright, now, first of all, let's have a look for any supplies right next to each other. And it doesn't seem like we're having any luck. So the headquarters has, what, about 360,000 health, just under. So that should not be a problem, actually. So all we really need to do is get rid of all of these goodies right up around here. Now, if I aim on this mine, we actually should be good. I mean, that'll be in the trigger range of everything, it seems like. There's one boom mine up next to the headquarters, so we'll need to get rid of that. But I think it's a fairly simple path because everything's like perpendicular to each other in a straight line. So let's have a look. Oh, perpendicular to the headquarters. Let's have a look at how this will work. So I'll get one artillery and drop it right in the center, or roughly the center. Obviously that wasn't because I failed on one mine, but that's alright. Then we get another artillery on this boom cannon. Probably should have went for the headquarters side. That would have made a lot more sense. Alright, so. Also, I forgot to check with these shock launchers. Alright, what we're going to do is retreat. Right. The reason being is, I'm not quite sure if this shock launcher on the very far left is actually going to be within range. So let's go give this a shot. This is most important. No, it's not. Okay. It's very close though. But we'll be good now. So let's go give this a second try. And now we'll be able to hopefully get this right. So I need to get that boom mine. There we go. We get it. Yes. Beautiful. That worked this time. And now, as I was saying, aim for the headquarters side. So you actually damage the headquarters a little bit. I mean, what's one artillery going to do, right? But still. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these guys up over here. With no shocks let off. There we go. Alright, that's beautiful. So now I'll go ahead and flare onto this sniper tower there. Ran into some mine. Must have been hidden. We'll lose a guy or two. We lost two guys due to mines. That's alright though. Alright, so now we need to get these shock launchers. That shouldn't be a problem. We've got enough for 3 shocks. Let's have a look at how this will work. I'm sure we've got enough damage to actually pull through. Let's have a look. By the time everything's at Taxus, it's over a third gone. There we go. Did it unboosted today. Just need like a nice straightforward path really for our warriors. There must have been so many different mines strewn about that I missed, but I did lose 2 guys right there at the start. Maybe get the rocket launcher that's a little bit further to the right as well, because that did a fair amount of damage to me. I think that might have even been 2 doing damage to me there, but that is how I'd go about destroying Dr. Terror on the 5th of November. Thank you very much, guys, for the support as always, and we'll be back again tomorrow, you know, with the, not Terror Island, the Volcano Island.